think frequently the greatest threat to our faith isn't our enemies, it's our friends. See, with our enemies, we keep our guard up, but our friends can get right past our guard sometimes. Like, for instance, let me read this. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says this. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. And it says, do not conform to the pattern of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And here's the thing. There are people in this world that I disagree with a lot about almost everything. You know what I'm talking about? There are people in certain areas of the media, there are people who I disagree with them so much that I usually take everything. Matter of fact, there was one point in my life where there was a certain newspaper, and if I said, I want to know how I should think about this issue, I'll just read that newspaper and think the opposite. I mean, really, there's a lot of that going on. But that doesn't mean they're a danger, because they're not. My guard is up for them. Do you know what the danger is? It's the people that politically and philosophically I tend to agree with. Because often when I hear pattern of this world, I think pattern of the world means the people I disagree with completely. But pattern of this world is any pattern that doesn't match up to God's standards. And it's more dangerous when the pattern of this world almost matches mine. When it's only off by a few degrees, because then I tend to accept what that person says because, well, I agree with them on so many other things. I probably should agree with him on that. And the reality is, my job is to renew my mind. My job is to be totally into the Word of God and compare what everybody says, especially the people I tend to agree with. I should be comparing that to the Word of God. And if there's a difference between the Word of God and what they say, I need to say, I may agree with you on a lot, but I disagree with you on this. Because when I am having my mind renewed so that I'm not conforming to the pattern of this world, it doesn't just mean the patterns that are really, really different than what I believe. It means the patterns that are really dangerously close. And that's today's Jumpstart.